All right, let's get into it, man. This chapter of Promised Neverland. I've been wanting to see this, man. I'm mad. I'm late myself. Okay, what are the demons and the plantations? I remember from the last chapter, the dude said it's rare seeing the person. That's the first thing that went. As soon as I seen it, I went like this. That was the move. I ticked, then I went all the way in like what? And they're not demons because the dude said demons. He said we haven't been called that in a long time. I think like in Japan, like when they say demon or oni or whatever it's called, it's like a what's it called, like a shorthand or something like that. Like anything like that, they'll call a demon. You know what I mean? Like I don't think they like they're not going to use the word like monster, demon, and separate them, or you know what I mean? Like I really think they just use demon to mean a lot of different things. You know what I mean? Okay, anyway, what's happening out here? And what happened? Don't quote me on that. And what happened 30 years ago? What the fuck is going on? Please tell us. She said, "Tell me right now, god damn it, before R. Kelly come get me and and introduce me to his sex cult." Okay, what happened to humanity 30 years ago? What's going? I'll call you back later. What's going on with the world? Good question. He better give us some answers. Nothing. Nothing in particular. Basically, everybody's dead, so nothing's happening. Okay. 30 years, 30 years. I have no idea how you came up with that number, but the world has been like this for a long, long time. What happened 30 years? Something must have happened 30 years ago. What do you mean? Could it be that this isn't Earth at all? I was saying that in one of the reviews. It was this movie called Dark City where they weren't on Earth. A piece of the planet was kidnapped. Okay, if this planet isn't Earth, it would explain the absurd biology we have been seeing. Okay, so what, people got kidnapped and taken to another planet? Nay, the calendar then, the dates were a lie too, but not in 2046 at all, but much. Nay. What the? Okay, we're on planet Earth, yes, and precisely in the year of 2046. Damn. Okay, then what the hell is going on? Well, according to a certain human reckoning at least. So I guess it could be off by a little bit, but it should be somewhat accurate. But then how? I think the demons had messed with the local wildlife and the terrestrial beings of that planet. Okay, I'll tell you the stories of old when the world was much bigger than it is today. What do you mean it was much bigger? It was a great wide world indeed. Okay. Back then, there were no plantations. The land was huge and full of humans, and demons could just prey on them and survive. So they were just running around just slaughtering people. So it was like the what's that TV show called Adventure Time. Or remember all the people got knocked off by reindeers and shit like that, or I mean rainicorns. Okay, the demons were the hunters, and the humans the hunted. Some humans feared those beings and worshipped them. Others grew vengeful, and they themselves became the hunters. They said, "We're gonna get at these niggas, man. Fuck that. We're going at them." Oh wow! When did these demons come into play? In fear of being eaten, these humans ended up killing large swaths of demons, who in turn started to actively begrudge the human race too. They got mad at the humans for trying to survive. Like when I see somebody go out hunting an animal, like let's say a lion or something like that, and the lion wind up getting them, I'm not going to be like, Oh man, look at what the lions. Come on now, it's protecting itself. Okay, endless massacres ensued. Both sides lived in terror. What they need? Both sides lived in terror. Both sides. Look, the demons just had to stop fucking with the humans. That's all. Okay, finally, when neither one could bear the destruction any longer, a proposal came from the human side. Okay, we shall make a treaty as follows: human beings shall hunt demons, shan't or shouldn't, I mean, won't hunt demons anymore. In return, demons shan't hunt humans either. This world we live in shall be divided between both. Okay, yes, that's when it all started with that promise. Okay. The ancient contract between human beings and demons sealed so long ago. I wish he wouldn't keep calling them demons and just would have told them what they are. Okay, maybe they're aliens from a different planet. Okay. It was to fulfill the promise that the world was it was to fulfill the promise that the world was divided and severed into two. Okay, we live in the half allotted to the demon side back then. So nothing in particular happened here. This place never belonged to the humans. Oh, okay. Wait, they said the demons won't hunt humans anymore. So can they farm humans? Is that allowed? Like they're not really hunting them, they're harvesting them. But that's about almost as close as you can get to hunting without actually doing some hunting. So they're in the demon world. So if they go to the other side, would it just be normal? So when he said he hadn't seen humans, he meant like on that side of the planet. Okay. Incidentally, you, the plantation children, are a parting gift left behind by your ancestors when they fled the demon side. Left behind, here's a parting gift. They say, here, we'll take a few humans, you can harvest them. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, demons shan't hunt humans, so as to keep the promise, uh they've henceforth been keeping you as livestock, and the plantations are institutions responsible for managing cattle. Wow, so they said, here you go, we're gonna let you have a few of them. Among them, the Gracefield House is considered to be the very best grade. It's a top-ranking plantation among countless others of all sizes and types. It's been some thousand years since the thousand years. It's been 1,000 years. So 2046. So this is not Earth. And what I mean by that is it's Earth, but it's not the Earth we live on. Like this story doesn't take place on this Earth. You know what I mean? It takes place on a different Earth. If Earth had been invaded by, I'm thinking it's an alien race, and they made a contract 1,000 years back. Nothing much has changed since then. I'm afraid such is the world that you've escaped into, that you were born in. So they were born, the two worlds split. No way. Okay, the good thing, I would be like, okay, if we make it to the other side of the world, we good. We straight. I'm straight. I'm straight. That's what I kept saying. I'm straight. I'm straight. I'd have made a song about it. I'm straight. I'm straight. Okay, what happens? That explains it. The bizarre ecosystem. They mess with the ecosystem. And why he said it's rare to see live humans, especially outside the farms. And it also explains how Mama could have been plantation born when she was born in 2014. Okay, they said what happened 30 years ago. So like they think that all that stuff happened 30 years ago, but Mama was been on that plantation. So that tells you right there, 30 years ago, they still was doing the harvesting and all that. 30 years, we've been fooling ourselves. This world has belonged to the demons for a long time. Our worst case, the worst case is if there's no place at all for humans to live in. But that's not what happened. They got a whole other half of the world to go to. Okay. Worst case indeed, that is exactly what we feared. And for 1,000 years, and for 1,000 years, in a world like that, no matter how far we've run, that's not what happened. They still got half the world. It's simply no place for humans to live. We've worked so hard to find out the truth, so that's it. Wait, why is he saying that? Wait, hold on. Let me reread this. I'm pretty sure he said, okay, the contract was made and the earth was divided into two. I see demons on one side and I see regular humans on the other side. And the ecosystem look different between the two. So the demons must have changed the ecosystem somehow. Okay. So they all right if they can make it to the other side of the world. But I wonder how that works. Cause you gotta actually cross the entire, well, at least, well, maximum a quarter of the world. Okay, 30 years we've been fooling ourselves. The world has belonged to the demons for a long time. Okay, our worst case. The worst case is if, oh, this is back when they was it's a flashback, so maybe that's not what he's saying right now. Worst case indeed, that is exactly what we feared. And for 1,000 years in a world like that, no matter how far we run, it's simply no place for humans to live. We've worked so hard to find out the truth, so that's it. Okay. But then it's beyond even our Ray, yeah? Okay, what's happening? Yes, we can do it. If they make it to the other side of the world, they good. That means they won't get fucked with as long as they make it to the other side of the world and they can live out life. But one big problem though is one huge problem. You ain't saving all them kids. You just gotta make it out with just what y'all got. Period. You just gotta get out with what you got. Because the entire planet, I mean, half the planet is infested with them. They're not going to just lose their whole entire livestock. They're keeping their livestock. The humans made a deal with them, so that's part of the deal. You know what I mean? So if you can escape, you can escape, but um, you can't just bring down a whole plantation. It's not going to happen. Okay, it's the worst case, but then after that, it's not the worst case. It's half the worst case. Right. A lot's still up in the air, but the situation's way better than I could have ever expected. If they make it to the other side of the world, they're good. There is a place for humans after all. There's another world somewhere, and it's safe from demons. Yeah, we have a reason to go back for Phil and the others somewhere to take them. Okay. He said, Nay, I hate to ruin your hopes, but there's no way to cross into the human world. What? The pathways were completely shut down. There shall be no crossing from either side. The rule was also part of the contract meaning. Of the contract meaning. What they mean by there's no way of crossing to the human world? The hell? It's okay, we'll find a way. That's what I was thinking. We're gonna figure something out. We just gotta find out how to cross over. That small detail's not stopping us. If this is Earth, that means there's water. It's some way of crossing that border. So I guess it's how Earth gets the cheapest workers. If they get them from the demon world, man, they gonna work cheap. They just have to be out there demon world. Okay, I feel better now. Is that so? Well, that's good then. It's already much too late. Go to sleep. He said, "Get your ass to sleep before I kill you. If I kill your ass." Okay, starting tomorrow, we'll teach you how to pass through this forest at least. Under our guidance, you'll be sure to leave it safely. Okay, but then here's another problem. There's another problem. First of all, I would want to know where the human world is and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like he can give them some more information. Like give us a map, give us something. They still might need to see Minerva and whatnot. But Minerva might be the one to tell them how to cross into the human world. But anyway, What was I gonna say? Shit. Um, dang. Oh, they don't know how far they are from the borders of the human and demon world. They gotta figure that out. Um, I don't know why. If they go back and get the other kids, that might not be a good idea. Cause the demons might say something to the humans about it, like, "Yo, some humans escaped. Hand them over. Thank you so much. Have a good night." So they might not be as safe as they thought. But I mean, like, still, I mean, if it's the other half of the world is humans, they might protect them. I mean, I don't think the demons wouldn't want to go to war over just a couple of humans. Okay, 1,000 years since the contract, and it forbids crossing between the two worlds. Oh, okay. So all the stuff that they said that they're getting old, that's from the human world, is like the other part of the world that's like the human world is like our world. It's just like our world. Okay, right then. Those books and toys and clothes and food and architecture and technology, all that stuff we seen in the house is supposed to be some sort of fake human culture, painstaking set up by the demons. Wait, hold on. What are they talking about? Shouldn't that all stuff be real? Those books and toys and clothes and food and architecture and technology. Oh yeah, you can't cross into the human world. You can't cross into the human world. So the demons aren't getting that stuff from the human world. That's why they said that. Okay. So so demons are finding out what humans had 30 years ago and making it. Okay. All right. Yeah, right. No way in hell that's all artificial. Even if it was possible, how come we only ever got stuff older than a certain date? And what about the adventure log of Hugo? And how did Minerva's hidden messages get in it? So they saying so it must be a black market. Some humans are working with the demons and giving them some stuff or something like that. Or no, that's the work of humans. Human bands hands built all that in the human world. So there's a path. There has to be a connection somewhere. It's just like Sister Crone said. Human associates have been bringing all those things from the human world. Definitely. Okay, so they said all of them. Wow. Okay. So when I first saw what they said, I said, hey, maybe that's what it is because that's what they were thinking. Okay. What's more, if he's involved in the exchange as he seems to be, then William Minerva himself is the one who's been crossing the barrier between the worlds. So basically, when he said, "Kids, get out, come see me. I'll teach you how to get to the human world." I guess he's like the Underground Railroad, worker, whatever. He gets some people out if he can. We have to find Minerva. We were right about that. Okay, faint glimmer of hope. You think the humans are just going to say, you know what, let's just take out the demon world? You think they're going to go to, there's going to be like Planet of the Apes at some point? Planet of the Apes at some point? Okay, I was very worried that we'd have to keep running for our whole lives. Whether we even be able to hide like that forever. Or worse, that the only way to survive would be to exterminate them all. But no, there's a better way. Liberation. Let's bring everyone and break out of this demon world. Okay. All right, that was a good chapter. All right. All right. All right. All right, that was a good chapter. Now, anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. And you got the power to change that. Check the links in the description box. Peace.